Hey guys, I'm here with my brother Joel. He's gonna help me with this one. We're gonna show you the split snap change, similar to the just the regular snap change. Snap change is this here. You're gonna have to learn that. Before you learn this, I'll put a link up in the corner here and in the description below. Anyway, so learn that obviously first before you learn this, or else you won't be able to do it. We're not gonna explain the movements. There's two ways to do the split snap change. There's the way he does it and the way that I do it. He's going to show you first the way he does it because it's a lot similar to the regular snap change. And this is what his split snap change looks like.
So it's pretty much exactly like the snap change, except you're using a 10. And well, you don't even have to use a 10. You can use whatever. I like to use a 10 and two 5s, so that way it's like splitting into two. And so when you do it, you have the same fingers. I use 3 at a time. You can use 2 or whatever. And if you want, you can give it a bit of a flick when you do it. That way it kind of masks the sound of flicking it. But other than that, it's exactly the same. You're just using one more card. I like using all the same colors just because that way it looks like it's split into 2. But he likes it so it's actually with black ones. But you can do whatever you like.
And so also one more thing with that is I can't do it the way he does it, but when you go to do this kind of snap change, what will happen? That didn't work. That's supposed to be like this. So when you do the snap change like this, the split one, when you pull this card back, these ones will automatically split. And like you might think you have to do something special, but when you try it, they automatically split the way that it works. So it won't take you too long to learn that one. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. The way that I do mine is a little bit different, but I'll have obviously the 3 cards like he said. If we go from a higher valued number to 2 lower ones that add up to this one, because it's called a split snap change, right? So it's 2 5s add up to the 10. I always like to alternate in colors, so whatever I start with, the other 2 cards are different. That's the way I do all my color changes. So the way that I do mine is like this. I'll say you gotta watch the front card here, and just like that, it changes. So the only difference is I pull out that second card, which it's a little bit harder, but not that bad. So what you have to do is we'll see if we can get a side view here. So what happens is I bring my index finger over, and you just catch the edge here, and you peel back the very back card, okay? And then you have your index finger there, your thumb on the back of it like this. So this is the position you're in on that back card, okay? And then obviously your other hand is ready for the snap change, right? And what happens is you have to do it really fast. You pull out this card, and right as you start pulling it out, as soon as your thumb, the thumb that's doing the snap change itself, as soon as you pull off that card, your other hand has to do that change, okay? The reason for that is because if you pull it out and then snap change, it's obviously, you could just tell that it's not what it's supposed to be like, right? So it'll take a bit of practice, but you peel back that first card, and I like to tap on this one with my front finger so it doesn't look like I'm pulling back another card behind it, right? And as long as you keep everything level, like right now, I'm pulling this card, the back card, back fairly far, but you can't see. If I pull it back and it's not perfectly level, you'll be able to see it sticking up. But if I pull it back straight, you can't even tell, right? And then I show this one here, and so you just watch that front card. And then as you pull it out, you do the change. But doing it fast looks like this. Okay? So that's pretty much all there is to it. Practice it, learn it. It's pretty straightforward. A couple quick things. He likes to use 3 fingers on the front. I can't do mine like that. It's awkward. But the reason I use 2 fingers is because when you do the change, I think I talked about this in the first video, but you go from 2 fingers, and when you do the change, you go to 1 finger on the front, right? So going 2 to 1 finger isn't a huge deal. Most people won't notice it. They'll be too focused on the color change itself. But the reason I don't use 3 fingers is because going from 3 to 1 finger is so, I don't know, I just don't like doing that. But you can do it whatever way you want. Neither of us have been caught doing this. Like, no one's been like, oh look, your fingers are now gone, right? No one's ever said that. And yeah, I don't know. Other than that, you have to practice it enough so that when you do the change, so that this back card here ends up level with the front one, so it's perpendicular, so that from the front you can't see it. Don't try not to catch it like this. Sometimes that'll happen to me. And yeah, other than that,
I strongly suggest not doing this to more than at least 2 people, because then you're bound to mess up because somebody will see the bottom card or they'll see it from the side. So.
Yes, it is angle sensitive, which means that when you do it like this, you can have people on whatever side your hand is covering, you can have people on that side. So for me, I could have people on the left side, but if I was performing it for him and whoever was else in front of me, he would see this back card here, right? So just be aware of where your spectators are standing. And other than that, I think that pretty much covers it.
Yeah.
That's everything?
That's everything.
Alright. So one quick last thing that I forgot to mention. When you do the change, the way that you get from this position back to a safe position is what I do. So I don't know if I can show this, but the front card here, I slide it down on top, and then my other hand quickly comes up and covers it and squares the pack together. So that even with the regular snap change, when you do this, I slide this card down on top, and my other hand comes over and closes it, so that they can't see this back card, right? So as long as you're fast at it, it's just like this, right? And they're not going to see this back card. Anyway, that's one thing I forgot to mention. Also, when you do the split snap change, I do it the same way. Oh, 1 second. 1 second, guys. There we go. Or gals, I guess. So you do the change. This card slides down, and this other one comes over like this. And that's all you do to clean it up, so that you end up in a safe position where no one's going to see the extra cards. Anyway.
So subscribe and like the video, share it, do whatever you want, get us popular. Love you.
We done?
I think so.